Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels Television. I'm Joker Rogers. This edition of the program will highlight responses from eyewitnesses to the bad state of the Calabar-Ogoja road in Cross River State. Also on the program, victims narrate sad experiences as flood wreaks havoc in 5 communities in Oyigbo local government area of River State, and a power surge leaves 7 dead, properties destroyed in Kabong, a suburban community of Jos, the Plateau state capital. Details of these and more shortly. Let's begin with roads from Cross River State. The Calabar-Ogoja road is in a bad condition, and this is worrisome to residents and motorists plying the federal highway. Stranded travelers have been explaining the economic effect of the road in recent weeks.
A truck stuck in muddy waters is one of those unpleasant situations motorists have become used to when traveling on the Ogoja section of the Calabar-Ogoja road. It is deplorable, to say the least, and quite unbearable for motorists and commuters here at Ndok Junction of the federal highway leading to Katsina Ala in Benue State. Most portions of the road have been rendered impassable by deep potholes. Accidents involving heavy-duty vehicles are a daily occurrence, resulting in gridlock that could last for days, depending on the situation and how soon it can be salvaged in the absence of an alternative path.
I come in here to beg government of Nigeria, please and please, I bend down the beg. Let it help us for load, no load. Since 7 days we there for this town. Please, let it help us for load. We dey talk about food, see load, no food, no load. Please, we beg. Since 7 days we there here, they beg load. All from Benue State to the ending, no load. Let them help us do load for us. We beg them.
Terrible. Every blessed day, our motor used to fall here. As you can see now, look at my vehicle. Since the day before I day here, I carry perishable goods to Benue State. There's no way for me to go Benue State. Since 3 days, we are more than thousands of cars, vehicles, when we're for this road. Government should come and help us, assist us. May they not give us money. That palliative where they want to give us, may they forget about palliative, may they work the road for us. I beg, with the beg government.
This axis of the road is very busy and an important trade route for transporting food and other non-food items from Cross River State to the north or vice versa, as far as other parts of the country. Unfortunately, perishable goods get spoiled on the way as a result of bad roads.
I spent close to 2 weeks here, and I'm not happy the way the road is bad. So I want the Federal Ministry of Works to come and do something immediately, because so many of the commuters, we have been stranded here. Some vehicle, if you can look, you can see a container truck is down here. The other one, the other 911 is there too. So we are not comfortable. So we want the federal government of works. My happiness is that a capable man has been appointed. That is Senator Engineer Dave Umahi has been appointed as Minister for Works. And I believe he will do something, because the way he worked in Ebonyi State, we want him to do something. And moreover, we want to fly over here at Ogoja Junction. We want to fly over here at Ogoja Junction, please. I think that should be the next agenda, because even at Bekwara Junction too. So we are suffering here. So the federal government should come and intervene for us. So please, that is what we want.
My name is Mark Egbelo. I'm from Ogoja here. I reside in Ogoja Junction. You know, for the past 2 months plus, this road has been this way. You are seeing it. Trucks fall, 2-3 trucks fall every day. Every day. The luck we have is maybe because of the prayers we have been praying, that a tanker loaded with fuel should not fall here before government knows that we have a bad road. We have been crying that government should come to our aid, should come to this place, because the whole business is being locked down. This is the only road that's linking the northern part of this country. Without this road, you cannot access Abuja. Without this road, you cannot even access Kano. Without this road, you cannot access Kaduna. You know, this road is a central road. And any person who is coming in from the north, without this road, you cannot access Cross River State, you cannot access Akwa Ibom, you cannot access even Ebonyi State or River State. So this road is a very important road. You know, I don't even expect that the complaint should come even from the people of Ogoja. The people from the north, there are most of them that, because in a day we discovered that more than 500 trucks loaded with oil goes to the north. That means the people are even the northerners, they are filling this road, because most of this oil that is supposed to go to them, it doesn't reach them, because some trucks park here for 1 week, you know, before they reach their site. So I pray. It is not just the state. I'm calling on the Minister of Works to come. He came to Cross River State. He ended in Calabar. This place, Ogoja to Ebonyi State, is less than an hour drive. You know, I expected that they could have brought, because during the time he visited, this road was already done. I expected that they could have brought him down here so that he take a first class information and to see what is happening.
The Cross River State government offers palliative repairs, deploying materials and equipment to make the section of the road motorable to an extent.
We are standing in the heart of Ogoja, the Ndok Junction, the junction that leads to Kasinala, and the ones that leads to the entrance of Ogoja. This place, for 3 weeks ago, almost a month now, have been unpassable. Over 5,000 to 10,000 trucks have been stuck here with goods, and a lot of things have happened in this junction. And so, in the wisdom of His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, and his passion for the people, he asked me to be here to ensure that I come to remedy the situation. And looking at here, we know that this is a federal government highway, but we are here just to fix it. Like I said earlier, that this federal government road is in our state, and that is why I am here. And so I want to beg federal government that let this federal road in respective state be awarded as a contract to the state. Let the state government be contractors, to be able to know the standard of the. And in the course of this, I'm sure that the Federal Ministry of Works will also be monitoring in conjunction with the State Ministry of Works. They will look at the templates, the payment that will be given, and they will work accordingly. I was a child when this road was constructed by RCC back then, about 1970-something, 80s. And since then, there is no proper attention that has been given to this place. So I want to beg federal government to come to our aid. Our people are suffering. Even what we are doing here, we are just doing a remedial means for people to pass. It's not a temporary something that will stand the test of time, So I want to beg them to come to our aid, so that the people of the Cross River, who is also part of this country, should be able to reap the dividends of democracy, which they also voted for. Like the template the Minister for Works is bringing, the concrete pavement of the road. I'm sure that if such is implemented on this road, this road will last about 40 to 50 years. And that will serve us very well.
This palliative measure by the state government may only serve a short term. The first phase of the federal highway covering the southern and central parts of Cross River State has since been completed. Motorists expect that the rehabilitation of the road in the northern part of the state should have taken effect, and hopefully soon.
Welcome back. Communities in Oyibo local government area of Rivers State are experiencing flooding, with hundreds reportedly displaced. Videos and images of the situation tells us more in this report.
Omundeno is one of the 5 communities in Oyibo that is inundated. Houses, farmlands and other properties in the area have been overtaken by flood. A further drive into the affected communities reveal more damage occasioned by the overflow.
This is Omundeno in Oyibo local government to River State.
A once populated area is almost deserted. Residents have reportedly fled their homes to higher grounds due to flooding.
As you can see, this is just flood water that have taken over this place. As you can see, many residents have packed away because of the water. No going in, no coming out. Everywhere is covered by water, very vast.
Though it appears the overflow is going down in certain places, it may just be for a moment as sea levels rise due to continuous downpour. Life goes on for internally displaced persons who have taken refuge in a public facility. In a somewhat relaxed atmosphere, these flood victims narrate their experiences and how they are coping in a new environment.
Only my TV set that was removed, everything was covered by the water. My seats, my foam, everything. Imagine fridge being covered, yes, by the water in the house. So we just managed to escape by running away, and we found ourselves here. It's been awesome. The people here are so caring. They are hospitable. They take good care of us, and we feed well. As you can see around, children are everywhere happy, jumping up and down.
The last rain that failed, everybody went out because I have business I'm doing. We went out. So after that rain, we went to the house. There was no road. We couldn't even recover anything. We entered our house. It was the grace of God that made me to even bring out only my son's school bag.
The flood just came to us as a surprise because we thought that by this time the flood will not come again. But surprisingly, the flood came with it.
According to the local authority, over 200 people are being catered for in the IDP camp.
In fact, the thing is a very big issue. We are begging the local government has tried at its own strength.
The chairman of Oyibo local government area explains some of the actions by the council in providing lasting solutions to the problem.
Before now, the NIMET predicted that it will come, and we started preparing. The state government was swung into action, formed a committee of which I'm a member, and after which we were directed to replicate same in our various AGs. And we also, in our meetings, we agreed that we are going to approach the problem in 3 phases. If we swung into action and started preparing, we are done, and also we are done with the first phase. The second phase is what we are facing now. The flood finally has arrived. But before then, the state government, after we had identified a place we can use as IDP camps, state government assisted us to fix the place. So eventually the flood is here, and we've started moving our people, displaced persons, to the camp, and we will not allow them to suffer. We're trying our best as a government. I'm happy you've been at the camp. You've also interacted with the people. The state committee is aware. So from that end, something will be done.
No matter the comfort, the IDP camp is just a temporary shelter. Displaced persons say they are looking forward to returning to the place they call home.
It was a black Saturday for residents of Kabong, a suburb of Jos North local government area in Plateau State, where 7 people were electrocuted and others injured. Apart from the loss of lives, properties were destroyed by an electrical fire.
Calm may have returned to Kabong community in Jos North local government area of Plateau State, but the marks left by an early morning fire are still fresh. A bridge between high-tension cables and service wires, which supply electricity to the community, resulted in a fire that swept through homes, shops, and other properties in Kabong, destroying household items, goods, and public infrastructure.
There's a call that I received by 3 p.m. that 3 a.m. in the morning that my shop is catching fire. I rushed from my house. I came here. I was seeing that the fire is so very obvious. There's a lot of people here trying to off the fire. Unfortunately, they open the shop, they off. Before we get inside, everything inside the shop were properly burned down. Even the TV, the generator, everything, the drinks, everything was. There's nothing that we cannot even. It's just few things that we can manage to escape from the shop, which is few of the drink that are the downside. So everything damaged.
Without experiencing this kind of situation, this is the first time such things happen. So I don't know, because at least what we know about NEPA, we know that it's a control room. We say such thing happen, they're supposed to take, like they switch the light off. But we was here over 45 minutes to 1 hour. Since 3 o'clock, it was after 4 when fire service came, they took the lights. So we have to blame the person who was in control, whether he drunk or he slept off. We don't know. That is my own opinion.
Sympathizers gather where 2 members of a household lost their lives in the incident. A family member narrates how they were electrocuted in the attempt to disconnect an appliance.
When we saw a flash of light and a sound like a thunder, so my elder sister Naomi now came out of the room to advise everybody should come out to off every socket and bulb in the room. So in the process, we came out all. She now called my younger brother Abraham that fridge in your kitchen that is sounding so loud. Carry the key, open the kitchen and off it. He now said, okay. That was when he now came, picked the key, went into the kitchen. Immediately he entered the kitchen. I was standing by the door there. She was standing by the well here. So he now entered. The moment he put his hand on the socket to off the light, we now heard a shout. Immediately he shouted once, nothing more again. We now saw the light sparking on him. Before I could run to this corner to pick the stick to come and hit him, she jumped the well, entered and grabbed him, thinking she can save him. Yes, she too shouted once and I couldn't hear anything. Before I could come with the stick, I saw them inside and the light was coming up and up. I tried to see if I can go in and hit them with the stick. Anything I touched in the kitchen here was shocking. So I started shouting, Samson, Sunday, Samson, Sunday, you people should come out, oh, people should come out and help me. So when they came out of the room, everybody come close to help. You feel as if a force of a breeze pushing you from this place backward. So from there, he now picked a ladder, went up the pole, and then cut off the light from the NEPA to the house. The more he cut the light, the more the light increases in the kitchen. The more the light increased in the kitchen, burning them. There was no light in the house, but the light was still burning on them, and nobody could go inside to help them.
The remains of the dead have been deposited in a mortuary at the Bingham University Teaching Hospital. Some of the injured are being treated here, while those with severe burns are referred to Jos University Teaching Hospital.
8 patients, 8 victims were brought into the hospital. Out of that 8, 6 were already brought in dead. They were brought in dead, confirmed from home, while just 2 were alive. the both of them sustained major injuries on their hands. When we were interviewing them, the answers we got that they were trying to they used a wet stick. They were trying to put off their electric main switch in the house using a wet stick. That was when they got electrocuted, the both hands. So the two that were alive, we were treated, we attended to them. All the major treatments were being administered to them. After which they were resuscitated and then referred to Youth for further management. While the 6 that were brought in dead were taken to the morgue for mortuary services. Out of those that were brought in dead, there were 3 male and then 3 females. But the 2 that were referred to Youth for further management are both males.
I came in when I got a call that there was an unfortunate incident yesterday that led to the loss of some lives, and it started from a pole which now affected the transformer and then led to electrocution of some people in their homes even while they were sleeping. So we are just here, so we investigate, we'll find out the root cause and then take the necessary actions. For now, they are trying to take stock of those who are in the hospitals because they were taken to different hospitals. So we'll go around with them and review and get a number. But so far, they said they can confirm that there are about 7 people who lost their lives. And then there are over 20 people who unfortunately lost their businesses due to the fire incident. First of all, my heart goes to all those who lost their lives and their families, because I know that this is a very difficult and trying time. For the actions and investigations that will be taken, we will definitely have to go through them and review them.
Many are still counting their losses after the fire incident. At the time of this report, Kabong community is still cut off from power supply, pending when repairs will be carried out on the infrastructure affected.
On Eyewitness Report, we tell you stories as it affects you as an individual and, of course, your community. You can be an eyewitness reporter by sending pictures and videos you've recorded about activities in your area to our Eyewitness Report portal. Let's show you some of the images we have in store.
We begin this segment of the program with this video from Lagos, in which a petrol-laden tanker that crashed on a trailer while ascending Igomu Bridge at Costain towards Ijora spilled its content and caught fire that consumed several other vehicles loaded with food and household goods, as well as electric poles on its path. The Eyewitness reported that occupants and drivers of all the affected vehicles jumped into safety before the fuel product caught fire. No life lost or injuries recorded as occupants escaped unhurt. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service and other emergency management agencies mitigated spillage from a diesel-loaded tanker which lost control and fell on Otedola Bridge at Berger, outbound section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The tanker also trapped a 14-seater bus whose 3 occupants were safely evacuated without injury. Meanwhile, residents there took the risk to fetch spilling diesel. A concerned citizen and eyewitness calls out the local and state government over the bad condition of road networks in Akoka-Bariga Local Council Development Area of Lagos State. The reporter laments that the road is in a state of disrepair, claiming that has been for so many years, shortly after the LCDA brought tractors to the area, giving the impression of its preparedness to rehabilitate the road. He appeals for help from the Lagos State government.
Don't really know what is happening.
In the next video, also from Lagos, an eyewitness reporter laments the absence of commercial vehicles, especially the yellow-colored commercial buses, popularly called Danfo, at the computerized vehicle inspection center. He questions the Lagos State government's sincerity in enforcing roadworthiness tests only on private vehicles, whereas commercial buses ply the roads without certificates of roadworthiness. The reporter is also concerned about roadworthiness tests without good roads in Lagos.
I will plead to the Lagos State governor to see what he can do, because most of these commercial buses are not really roadworthy.
Finally, on this segment, an eyewitness captures the moment a commercial tricycle operator escaped death by whiskers at Agor in the Okota area of Lagos. Muslim faithful who were observing their prayers along the road descended on him after he made derogatory remarks against them for blocking the road. The eyewitness says the tricycle wasn't as lucky as its owner. It was destroyed beyond repairs by the angry mob.
Thank you for those images. Do keep them coming. This edition of the program ends here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Joke Rogers. Bye for now.